You don't see many Made in America labels in new clothes found on store racks these days. Most of that manufacturing went overseas. But take heart, we're going to Bristol, where a Made in Tennessee line of garments has been produced in the same family factory for over a century. This is State Street in Bristol. Virginia's on one side, Tennessee on the other. And just one block away is an historic building that's not only a local landmark, it's also home of a classic American success story. One that began with the founder's vision of making and selling quality, durable workload.
My great-grandfather, L.C. Landon Clayton, he started this factory back in 1913. He was an avid hunter and liked to run bird dogs, and his favorite dog was the German short-haired pointer. And so ever since then, when he started this factory in 1913 in downtown Bristol, Tennessee, he started with the brand Pointer brand.
Jack King is the fourth generation owner of a company that uses the same cut and sew techniques of his ancestors. Jack was recruited by his dad to take over the company in the early 1990s. Before that time, L.C. King made clothes for numerous national brands, but times were quickly changing.
Once NAFTA came in, all that production literally just packed up and went offshore, and I'm not going to complain about it. And so we ended up just focusing on just selling the Pointer brand, and went through some tough times. We got down to 7 people at one time. And those are some hard days to come to work at. But we're back, and we're strong, and we're actually expanding. I got 5 more people on the floor now than I had back in October.
And the secret to L.C. King's survival?
Taking care of the customer and making a quality garment made in America. That's the secret to success here at this factory. I can't compete on price, and I'm not going to compete on price, but I can say that if you're looking for something made in America, looking for a great overall, a great chore coat, we're not a real big fashion brand, but you look tasteful in public, and the stuff is sewn well, and we stand by our product.
Nowadays, you won't find the Pointer brand in box stores. Most customers buy from their website or smaller outlets, like this store on the ground floor of the factory. In addition to wearables made with the ever-popular denim and duck canvas, here's something you don't see every day now: hickory stripe or railroad stripe, and it's cool even if you don't work on a train.
We are on the original sewing floor of the factory that was built in 1916, and this right now is the cutting room.
Upstairs, customers are welcome to reverse the calendar many decades and see how these clothes are made.
What we're spreading right here is, this is 75 lot 45Cs, which are chore coats. And so we have backs and flaps and sleeves and stuff coming off this one right here. And Travis right there, he's spreading 100 pairs of overalls right there right now. He's sewing this piece of fabric in right here. This is where your buttonhole or button goes in, and so this is what's called side facing. So on one end, he's got the American flag on this side here, and then he's got and so this is a pair of, so this will be a full pair of overalls here.
It's all hands-on here, and the machines are much older than the hands used to operate them. All the material comes from textile mills in Georgia and Texas. Even all the clothing components are American-made.
I'm Roxy Blaylock. I've been here for 32 years. I've worked here all my life, practically.
Of course, it takes dedicated, skilled workers to make the process complete. Many of L.C. King's employees have been here longer than Jack himself.
We try to do the best. We're not perfect. Everybody makes mistakes, but we try to give the quality. I wouldn't want to send out something that I wouldn't want to buy. I try to give the people the quality that I would want to.
While remaining true to its roots with original workwear items, the company now partners with designers and private labels to reach new audiences. It also has a separate L.C. King brand for a little more stylish wear.
It's a more fashioned fit. It's not so much a work cut fit, but it's made with a little bit finer denim, a little bit, it'll cost a little bit more. We're gonna have shirt line and more tailored kind of jackets and that kind of thing. So it's basically an evolution of workwear for what's going on in the marketplace now.
Made in Tennessee, in the USA. Now that's a badge of honor for any company. At LC King, it's a time-honored, hard-earned tradition, one that's woven into the company's fabric.
It's part of the family working here. We do appreciate the work, the business, and it makes our life.
LC worked here till '97. My grandfather worked here until in '90s, and so, you know, we've got a lineage going on here, and I don't really expect to go anywhere for a while.